Although now, and the Kindle Unlimited ones are like basically for free. It's not even on my bookshelves, it's hiding in my ugly shelf. I'm finding a few DNFs in here. Yeah, they're not gonna go on my TBR. And now it's just like sitting here in my Kindle staring at me. Neurodivergent. Like, who's giving me all this control over credit cards? Hello booksties, welcome to today's video. I thought it would be fun to share my physical TBR with you guys as well as my Kindle TBR. Let me show you the physical one first. This is the first stack. It's the rest of the Addicted series. And this is my second stack. It's mostly fantasy. I'm gonna get into each one of these books in a minute, and I'm going to be showing you all my Kindle TBR as well. There's book 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. It's quite a commitment, I'm not going to lie. I have read the first 4 books. If you're familiar with this series, the first 5 books actually follow the couple Lily and Lo. And if I'm being completely honest, I'm so over their story. It's not like I didn't enjoy it, but I feel like 5 books for one couple is just a little too much. So I'm really excited to finish their final book, which is Addicted After All. Finally move on to Rose and Connor's book, and then the most anticipated one of all, Daisy and Rake's book. I'm so excited for this one. They're my favorite couple in the whole series. And then there will be 3 more books after that. The last book that I read, which was, I think, Thrive, I didn't really like the way it ended. Like, if you know, you know. It's one of my least favorite tropes, and it happened in that book. And I'm kind of intrigued to see how it's going to play out, but at the same time, I'm dreading how it's going to play out. So that'll be fun to look forward to. Hold on. These books are really heavy, by the way. Also, in case you're wondering, I did not open a single one of these books. I read them all on my Kindle, on Kindle Unlimited, because like, yeah, no, not gonna happen. Those are just like purely for shelf decor. Moving on to the next stack, I have We Hunt the Flame and We Free the Stars. This is a YA fantasy. I started We Hunt the Flame a while ago, but then I paused it because I wasn't sure. So I had taken these temporarily off of my TBR, but now they are officially back on. The 2 remaining books that come after, what was it called? Ever King was book 1. I don't know what the series is called, but if you enjoy like fantasy, specifically fae fantasy, I would highly recommend. This was really, really good. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, this series and the one I'm going to show you after, I actually read the first book on my Kindle, and I loved them so much. I had to immediately get the paperbacks because like I'm so invested. They were both 5 stars. Since I read book 1, I'm gonna have to read book 2 and 3 to complete the series, and I'm really, really excited about these. And also like the covers, there's something about independently published books that just makes them so, I don't know, they look so much fancier somehow. It's like the material, I guess. The other thing about this series, not only is it fae, but there's like a different kind of fae in this world, and they're like the sea fae, if I remember correctly. That was really interesting to read about. So really looking forward to finishing this series. Also, shout out to Mrs. Warner, because I had picked up book 1 and then I DNF'd it like from the first chapter. I don't know what was up with me. And then I talked to her and she's like, no girl, it's really good. So I'm like, okay, I'll give it a chance. And I tell you guys, I was obsessed after that. I could not put it down. If you have a bestie like mine and she recommends a book, my advice to you would be like, stick it out, because besties know best. And I'm trying to remember what book 1 was called. I always get it wrong. Is it House of Blood and Bane or House of Bane and Blood? Oh, I don't want to accidentally read the last page. House of Bane and Blood. It's a duology, but I know that the author is coming up with a 3rd book that takes place in the same universe, but it follows like other characters. So if you're interested in reading this, it's complete. It's only 2 books. And it's basically like Peaky Blinders meets mafia romance, but not like dark, like really, really good. Also has like a lot of plot twists, and the tension between the two main characters is just like, it's chef's kiss. It was Marriage of Convenience and like mafia vibes, and then like fantasy, but like really cool kind of fantasy, like nothing you've ever read before. Then the whole like 1920s Peaky Blinders kind of vibe. I loved it so much. Book number 1 ended on a cliffhanger, you guys. It was like insane. So really excited to get into this one. We have If We Were Villains. Although now, I can't word today. Now, although this is on my physical TBR, and as we have established, I'm a stickler for like rules and sticking to my TBR, I won't be reading this one soon because I'm saving it for like autumn vibes, cozy vibes, you know, like dark academia vibes. So this one is not going to be on my immediate TBR, but it's there. And I thought, because of that, like I had to show it to you guys. I bought this and the Donna Tartt one. What was it called? Why can't I remember it? Probably because I hated it so much. Wait, hold on. That doesn't mean you guys shouldn't read it. Like, please, if I hate a book, that's just like, it didn't click with me. But I'm not like out here trying to spread the hate and be like, oh my God, that book was so bad, don't read it. What was it called? It's not even on my bookshelves. It's hiding in my ugly shelf. Yes, I have a bookshelf where I put like ugly books and like books that I hated, and it's like my little secret. It's like Monica's closet and Friends, you know, like her little secret.
Oh my God!
You weren't supposed to see this!
I have one of those. Oh, this is gonna really bug me. What was it called? I'm gonna have to get up and check, don't I? BRB. Oh, that's what it was called. The Secret History. The Secret History. Okay. As you would have heard, it's called The Secret History. Yeah, did not like that one. But I have high hopes for this one. What I heard about this book from people is that it's very like heavy on Shakespeare. I used to be majorly into like literature and classics and all of that. So let's put it to the test when I read this one and see if that's still the case. But I highly doubt it, but we'll see. We'll figure out. I just hope I don't hate it as much as I hated The Secret Society, because that would just be a shame, wouldn't it? This book, I keep saying I'm going to read it, and then I get too scared that I built it up like in my head and that I'm going to be disappointed. But I know Queen Sarah Parker could not disappoint me. If you're new here, hi, I'm obsessed with To Bleed a Crystal Bloom. I have it right here on my shelf, right there. And it's one of my absolute favorite series I cannot shut up about. I reread the first book twice. I read them on my Kindle and then I had to get the paperbacks. Now I have this one. I've had it since last summer and I still haven't read it yet. I'm just worried I'm going to be in like such a book hangover once I'm done, because it happened to me once I finished To Bleed a Crystal Bloom. It was like one of the most agonizing book hangovers of my life. I am equally excited and terrified to read this book. Now that we've gotten the physical TBR out of the way, I know it's not much, especially for like a bookish girly. That is like a laughable amount, but I like to keep my books under control so I don't trigger my anxiety. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. No, that can't be right. I thought I had 14. Hold on, we're gonna count again. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I guess I counted right the first time. Moving on to my Kindle TBR. Now I need to clarify something before I go ahead and share my Kindle TBR. My Kindle TBR is split up in 2 categories. One category is like actual TBR, and the other category is like maybe TBR. Let me explain why. The maybe TBR is because I got them from Kindle Unlimited, so in my head that doesn't really count. Like if I want to back up from that commitment, I can just return to Kindle Unlimited. Whereas the ones that I purchased, like I actually bought from Kindle, there's no going back. You know, that's like money wasted. And the Kindle Unlimited ones are like basically for free. So if I don't read it, I didn't waste any money. You know what I'm saying? You picking up what I'm putting down? All right, cool. Oh, by the way, I'm currently on the 3rd and final book of, I don't know what the series is called, but it's the Prison Healer one. This book is so good, you guys. If you like Defy the Night, give this one a try. I actually mentioned it in my previous video. Oh my God, I forgot I downloaded more books. That's what happens when you have adult money. Okay, I forgot I have Finding Cinderella by Colleen Hoover. I don't have the rest of the series, just like randomly that book because I think it was like on sale or something and I got it. Again, adult money, you know? First book on my Kindle TBR, which is like the firm TBR, is The Wedding People. That one is on my definite TBR because I bought that one. What I've heard so far is that it's like a really good fiction, but I feel like I have to be in the headspace to really appreciate that one. Throne of the Fallen, also on my definite TBR because I also bought that one. And I love, love, love Kingdom of the Wicked. I'm actually planning on a reread after I finish like my actual TBR because it's one of my favorite series ever. Ooh, I'm finding a few DNFs in here. Yeah, they're not going to go on my TBR. I'm sorry, I'm not that committed. The Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches. I remember that one made me cringe so badly. I got 13% in. I might give another try come October, come spooky season. But right now, it's like so low on my priority list. Same goes for Love Light Farms. It was just like too cheesy for me. I couldn't. And I don't know. I got 25% in. But again, you know, come December, who knows? I might be like in the Christmas spirit and want just like a cheesy Hallmark movie type of book. When that mood hits, this would definitely be the right book. Ooh, another DNF. This is not really looking good for me, is it? I'm not coming off as the responsible reader I was trying to pretend to be. Yeah. Anyways, cat's out of the bag. Pandora's box has been opened. There's secrets all over the place. We're all friends here, right? We listen and we don't judge. So the other book I apparently DNF'd and forgot that I DNF'd is Spinning Silver. Started off really intriguing because like the writing style, the way she was writing the book was very fairy tale vibes, you know? It's not really like a fantasy. It feels like fairy tale folklore. Why can't I say that word? Folklore. Okay, whatever. But then it got really weird, political. It just made me a little uncomfortable. Ooh, okay. There's nowhere to hide. If I don't see you, you don't see me, right? Isn't that how it works? I bought another book. Being the irresponsible adult that I am, I did not really focus while reading like the synopsis of this book until after buying it. And then I'm like, oh, let me see what this is about. And mind you, this was a book I was dying to read for I don't know what reason. It's called You Were There Too. Once I bought it and I read what the book is actually about, I was like, no way. Just no way. And now it's just like sitting here in my Kindle staring at me. Maybe we'll keep this one for like a really bad day when I'm like down in the dumps and I just want to feel really bad. I want to really torture myself. I want to really put myself through it. Then I'll pick up this book. Sounds like a good plan, right? Ooh, good bad girl. Why is this happening? This video started out so good. You know, I'm like, oh, I'm so responsible. I'm following my physical TBR, my Kindle TBR. Meanwhile, so far, none of the actual TBR, just a list of books that I apparently DNF'd. So another book that I did not technically DNF, I bought it and now I'm like, I don't think I'm going to read it unless I'm like really desperate for reading material. Good Bad Girl by Alice Feeney. Alice Feeney wrote Rock, Paper, Scissors, one of my favorite thrillers. And she wrote Daisy Darker, which in my opinion was just a cop-out. If you know, you know. I'm not going to say anything more because that would be a spoiler. I just enjoyed her writing style, to be honest. So I went ahead and I bought like 3 or 4 of her books. The endings were just like, came completely out of left field, did not make sense. You know what? That's future Yasmin's problem. I'm not going to deal with that today. Oh, finally. Oh, well, not finally. Let me tell you something.
Let me tell you something. All right. Let me tell you something.
So here I have Collide. This is another book that I bought. Like, who's giving me all this control over credit cards? Like, I should not be allowed to own a credit card, especially like late at night when I already have a full TBR and I'm like, ooh, what books can I buy and like never read? I don't know what I was thinking. No, I'll tell you, I know what I was thinking. I thought the cover was super cute. And I got FOMO. I saw people reading it. I'm like, oh, I want to read a book with a cute cover. So I bought it on Kindle. And my friend told me what it's like about and that it was kind of like mediocre. And I was like, ooh, do I really want to waste precious time on a mediocre book? Oh, Project Hail Mary. I actually paused this one. I didn't DNF it because I am in a book club with my son and his best friend, and we're going to be reading it together. And we had to wait for his best friend to get his own copy, so I paused it. I only read like 2 chapters, but it's really funny so far. Like the 2 chapters that I read, they were like hilarious. Also downloaded it on Audible, and I thought it would be fun to do like immersive reading. I've never done immersive reading before, so I tried it out and it was so good. And listen, if you're someone who is okay, let's pray I can say this word correctly. Neurodivergent. You like how I spelled it out? Yeah, okay, me too. If you're somebody who has a special brain like I do, I think you should try immersive reading. I was flabbergasted, I tell you, flabbergasted by how fast I actually read. I always thought I was a slow reader. Lo and behold, I'm a very fast reader. The only problem is I get easily distracted. So while my brain thinks it's reading, it's actually not. Like I could be sitting here looking at my Kindle, looking at my book, eyes totally focused, there are things stimulating me on the outside, but I'm actually like going over the words in slow motion. Ooh, where's the line? Oops, I've lost the spot in my book. Like this is how I'd be reading. And no wonder I read like an average of 40 pages an hour. I mean, I know that's not really slow, but compared to what I actually can achieve in an hour, I was shook because when I put the audio on and I was reading along with the author and I put it on like 2 point something speed, I was like flying through the book because my brain goes faster than 2 point some audio speed. Okay, so when I did that, it was like the perfect pacing for my mind to keep up and not give it a chance to get distracted. I'm just saying, if you're someone who's a neurodivergent like I am, give it a try. You might be surprised on how well you're going to be able to focus when there's like the audiobook going in your ears and you're like reading the actual book. Okay, so the rest are all Kindle Unlimited, which we know now, we have established. It means that they are maybe TBR. I'm not going to hold myself too accountable to them, although one of them is very up on my priority list because it's Goldfinch. It's the last book in the, what's it called? Plated Prisoner series, and I love that series. Hold on, I have it here as well. Can you guys see? It's like these books here. I just love it. The book before this one ended on like this cliffhanger, you know, as it usually does with her books. And this is like the final book. How many have there been? Like 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, this is the 6th and final book. I Will Break You by Gigi Sticks. Is it Sticks or Stikes? Let's go with Sticks. This was recommended by Larry's mom, as in like Larry reads. If you watch her, you know Mama Eureka. Mama Eureka recommended this book, and it's like very unhinged, dark romance. I think the main character is like a serial killer or something, and obviously I was intrigued. I mean, obviously. And then I also downloaded Bourbon and Lies. Can't really remember why though. Also downloaded Cash because I wanted to try a cowboy romance. I've never read a cowboy romance. I tried once, DNF'd it, not because it was a cowboy romance, it was just like the wrong romance for me. What was it called? Chasing the Wild. Again, not to put you off of any other books, but for me, it's just like, no, it wasn't for me. But there's another book, and this one I'm surprised because I have never seen anyone talk about it. I think I found it through Kindle. Where did I see it? Or was it on Goodreads? Anyways, it's not because of like Bookstagram or anything like that. It's called Between the Lines, and I think it's like a boss employee kind of romance. Probably a billionaire, I'm guessing. I don't remember the details. So that one's just like maybe. And then we have Phantasma. Excited to give it a try because I love Caraval. I read Caraval twice. Once Upon a Broken Heart twice. I'm going to read it a 3rd time. Then most recently, I went ahead and downloaded, and that was like a couple of weeks ago. Okay, I don't know what I was thinking. I downloaded Fairytale, and if you know, that book is a commitment and a half. It's like, I don't know, like over 700 pages or something. It's crazy. The only type of book I'm willing to commit to with these amount of pages is something written by Sarah J. Maas. Like, I'm sorry, so over 700 pages, like what? I've heard phenomenal things about this book. And last but not least, I downloaded Hollow Heathens. Now, I'm not sure how I'm going to feel about this book. Stay With Me is one of my all-time favorites. I read that book twice. The rest of that series was such a flop. It felt like it was written by a different author. This is the same author of Stay With Me, but this is, I think, like, it's got like fantasy and like gothic vibes and stuff. So I thought I could give it a try. It's Kindle Unlimited. It's for free, right? Right. Before I go, how stinking cute are my new Kindle stickers, you guys? Hold on, let me show you. I would be interested to know in the comments what's on your physical TBR, or like, do you have a TBR, or do you just mood read whatever? Maybe, you know, we can suggest books to each other. Also, if you guys have read any of the books that I just showed you and like what your thoughts were, I would really like to know that. Maybe give me a little heads up, or be like, oh yay, that book was really great, I hope you enjoy it, or like, oh my god, I hated that book. Actually, don't tell me if you hated the book. Yeah, no, don't tell me if you hate it. Just tell me if you liked one of the books or all of the books. All right, booksties, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.